Hello, friends. Let's discuss today's topic human rights, free speech. Human rights includes freedom of speech. Human rights are the inherent rights that are given to all, regardless of anybody's sex, nationality, race, language, religion, or any other things. Apart from basic necessities, food, shelter, home, some rights belongs to every citizen of India and are important for sustaining an environment. Freedom of expression is considered among them. Without this right, human existence presence cannot be felt. Free speech is the most privileged right to ascertain an individual's liberty and describe certain standards of human behavior that are protected from birth until death. Human rights are the legal rights in municipal and in international law. Human Rights Article 10 protects right to hold your opinions clearly states that a person is free to express his opinion in whatever manner or in any form they want to express their views. They can without the interference of government or any influence of public authority. Any individual can express his views through publishing articles, books, or leaflets, or television, radio broadcasting, work of art, or through the internet and social media. It has not only protected from sending views or information, but the law has also played an integral role in the freedom to receive information from any person. Freedom of speech, though guaranteed, but it is not absolute in India. In India, it's a subject after obeying all laws. But in American Constitution, First Amendment, freedom of speech and expression is before any other law. But yes, in India, where democracy is provided to everyone, they have the right to speech, but it also depends on the public. The public may agrees or disagrees and will express themselves accordingly. Moving on, let's discuss what are the restrictions to free speech. Although they have freedom to speak, to express, but only after obeying laws. This implies that a person has to consider the other person's right. By his any statement, the other's right do not get infringed or harmed. Article 21, right to life, which constitutes dignity and respect. So the person must behave responsibly and respect others' right. Therefore, the government may restrict this right if anyone shows their true colors, can take any action which is required lawful to protect national security, territorial integrity or public safety, health or morals, right and reputation of other people, or to prevent disorder or crime, disclosure of information received in confidence, or to maintain authority and impartiality of judges, or the authority can restrict the rights if someone encourages racial or religious hatred. Next is role of free speech. It has a very significant role for media and journalists. Their views led in the formation of social opinion. It is also said media is in power where they can make any person on the top and can also bring him down. The media must be free to criticize the government and our public institution without fear of prosecution. Here, the government cannot interfere, but if there is a situation where someone harms private life, they can. Universal Declaration of Human Rights stated that freedom of expression, Article 19, as fundamental human right, which states that right includes freedom to hold opinions without interference and to seek or to receive information through any means. This right to freedom has various aspects, and free speech and expression is part of it. And nowadays, people have made misconstrued free speech. One can publish and promote his views, but they should not instigate violence. And it has been seen in recent times, free speech has been taken for granted and led in misconceptions that they can say anything and this right can protect them. They can practice sedition and can get away from it easily. There is a very thin line between free speech and sedition. For example, one can gather people and can do peaceful protest, but cannot ask masses to hate any community or can develop hatred feeling among the people and can encourage rioting. No. This is unacceptable and illegal written in our constitution. So let's see what actually sedition is. Fake seditions charges have become a norm today and everything cannot be termed as sedition. Somewhere, media is the reason for portraying simple statements as the instigation of violence. To protect all these circumstances, laws has been formulated where Indian Penal Code states to protect the respect of ordinary citizen can take action against hate speech. Section 124A of Indian Penal Code says whoever by words either written or spoken by signs or by visible representation or excites hatred, disaffection towards the government or the public authority shall be punished with life imprisonment. So, if one speaks against the nation, intends to harm unity and sovereignty of the nation, it is necessary to punish them. There were few incidences which were evidently that how misconceptions regarding free speech has been formulated by the citizens. Let's discuss the incidents. First, the Kanhaiya Kumar case, 9th February 2016. He instigated Jawaharlal Nehru University students and tried to harm the sovereignty, unity and integrity of the nation. There were slogans taken out by the JNU students. अफजल तुम्हारे अरमान को हम मंजिल तक पहुंचाएंगे, बंदूक के दम पर लेंगे आजादी, गो इंडिया गो बैक, इंडिया आर्मी गो बैक, कितने अफसल मारोगे, घर घर से अफसल निकलेंगे, चैन से नहीं बैठेंगे, भारत की बर्बादी की तक जंग तक भारत के टुकड़े होंगे हजार, इंशाल्लाह इंशाल्लाह. Section 511 deals with incitement to violence, and these were the anti-national slogans that are incitement to violence. These kinds of statements are excluded from free speech. They took for granted their fundamental right and forget what fundamental duties are. Those who all incites the public to harm the nation, then he is the culprit. And Afzal Guru found the culprit by the judicial system after fair trial. He found guilty and convicted for capital punishment. Even after all this, the supporter of Afzal Guru, including JNU students, organized events where they said it's judicial killing. Let's see what were the other incidents which shows how people have misconstrued freedom of speech. Sedition charges against JNU scholar for citizenship speech. Recently, Anti-Citizenship Amendment Act activist Sarjeel Imam was arrested by Delhi police on 27 January. He also landed in a controversy over a video that went viral where he said Assam to be cut off from the rest of India, and if we can't do it permanently, then at least for 1 to 2 months. Only after this government will listen to us. Aggregate and cut off chicken's head neck corridor to isolate Assam from India. He was instigating people for protest. Let's discuss the second incident. Also in January 2020, the violent attacks on students and teachers of JNU, the Education International and the other member organizations strongly criticized the incidents. They said universities are the institutions that prepare the next generation as leaders, protect freedom of speech and expression and uphold human rights of all students by providing safe space to exercise them and to make a just society. National Tertiary Education Union called universities to uphold democratic values and human rights. To this, they took an action and removed the Vice Chancellor of University, the JNU University, for continuous failure to maintain a safe academic environment. So let's conclude. Fundamentally, it's not a crime to speak words, but rather crimes are defined by our actions. Freedom of speech is one of the supporting beams of democracy. Speeches that encourage people to suppress peaceful speeches that and those composed of misleading information should not be protected by freedom of speech. It is said every cancer patient breathes before their tumor forms. So people should stop breathing to fight against cancer. It is wrong. This shouldn't be done. Freedom of speech and expression must be honored by everyone and should not be misused because these activities lead to a big devastation in India. Therefore, it is necessary to take strict actions against the exploiters who excites hatred speech, contempt or disaffection. So anything derogatory or abusive does not qualify as free speech. Thank you.
Thank you for watching our video. Like, share and subscribe to our channel and press the bell icon for the latest updates. And also check the link in the description to read the full article.